I would like to begin by playing the old-fashioned meter. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you.
You're tuned into Brood by Reanne. This is my first review on the show. This one is for Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 2, Episode 1. I wanted to have given you guys this sooner, but didn't get the chance to. So now let's go ahead and take it to the house, like the name of the title of this episode. Let's start off with Trina and Trick. They're not really seeing eye to eye, you know. At first, Trina was making it seem like it's just Trick. Oh, you know, he doesn't want to come in the studio. But then Trick is like giving more information. Like, no, it's not that I don't want to come in the studio. I did not like the beach. He felt like she was being a diva. This is from different scenes. It's not in any order. He felt like she was being a diva with the type of tracks, you know. The tracks was not a Trick type of record or what his opinion of what a Trina type of record is. Okay. So, I mean, Trina has done so many different records since the whole Slip and Slide Records, Trina and Trick thing, so I don't know what he's talking about. Trina's done a lot of different types of records over the years. Yes, okay. Maybe she didn't really continue popping when Nicki came in the industry, but nobody did. Not even Eve. Like, nobody could pop when Nicki was just dominating, so it's really not Trina's fault. Next, well, also with that, you would see Trick and Trina talking or whatever later on in the episode, and things don't go too well, so I will discuss that later. Let's talk about Miss Jessie Woo. Yeah, that's Miss I can't even do her accent. She's so interesting. I swear I've seen her on Instagram before, Miss Wu. And she was singing His Eyes Is on the Sparrow. Now, I will say, when you're in church, they would let almost everybody sing. So that's all I want to say about that. No shade. So yeah, like I said, I've seen her on Instagram. Makes sense because she's an Instagram star. She makes these like funny videos on Instagram. She's funny. She's a funny girl. Her mom is the evangelic, right? Is that how you say that? She's basically the pastor of the church. So she's what they call a preacher's kid. And there's lots of stereotypes about preacher's kids, so let's not stereotype Miss Wu. Now, her mom doesn't like the online humor that she provides on IG. It makes sense. I mean, she comes from a strict background, same as me, My parents may not have been pastors, but when you come from island parents or certain type of parents, you're raised very strict. So sometimes that can cause you to want to rebel. And I'm not going to say I've never rebelled, but Miss Wu is, she's broken free. She feels like there was some shackles on her feet. You know what I'm saying? And now she feels free and doing what is her truth. Because at the end of the day, parents can't tell you how to live your life. Only you can tell yourself how to live your life. And I just hope and pray everybody makes the right choice in how they want to live their life. Now, Prince. Now this, oh my goodness, Prince. Baby. He's so cute. Can I just say that? Prince. Whew. Prince. Sir. He had a scene with his dad. Looks like they're kind of estranged or whatever. It's cool. They're now on better terms, so that's all that matters in the end. And looks like he's gone through some different hardships in his past. He kind of like brushed on it, I think, before in season 1, but now he goes into more details, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And then he started like tearing up in the confessionals about it, and I was starting to get really sad. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But sometimes, different people have to learn different ways. So if he had to learn by going through juvie and jail and all this other stuff, unfortunately, he had to do what he had to do, and now he's a bigger and better person for it. I don't think he's going to be doing anything anytime soon to be going back there anyways. I have confidence and faith that he will do what he needs to do, be on his grind. He seemed like a hustler, and I like that in a man. A hustler, someone who knows what they want to go for it. So I hope he and his dad are still on good terms, because sometimes people come on these television shows. Yeah, me and my dad are on good terms. They on a scene together, but off the scene, who knows if they're really getting along? So it's like, I hope it's a real thing, because some scenes in all these reality shows, some of the scenes are fake. That I know for sure. Now, another highlight for me was I call it the gossip table, where all the young ladies sat down and had sister talk with Mrs. Wu. She had her show, and they came on, and the different ladies came on, like Miami Tip and what's her name, and her mom, and JoJo and her mom, and some other people. Like she said, she's bringing women together to uplift each other, and I love that. Like, what's going on with the Cardi and Nicki, from last year, like, to see women, and now, like, the Summer Bunny and Cardi thing. Like, I hate to see women degrade each other. Like, that was the first one. Technically, we don't know was Cardi's fault or not, but the second one that she got into with the Summer Girl, that wasn't her fault. She just got put into a situation because of her husband, and now the girl is like clowning her all over internet, and that's cruel. You know what I'm saying? Because if she was in that boat, you had a baby by somebody, you don't want to have somebody like coming at you like that. So I feel like there's a lot of women that bash other women. Like, we're supposed to be in the Me Too movement, but there's a lot of women that aren't feminists. They're not about that life at all. So it's horrible, and it's good to see shows like this. I'm not talking about Love and Hip Hop. I'm talking about what Miss Wu's doing by bringing different women together and trying to uplift each other. I think that is amazing, and I am super happy to see that scene. Now, where it gets a little shady boots. We start getting into some details now. JoJo's mom exposes something which I don't understand. It remind me of the other Love and Hip Hop, where who was it? The other Love and Hip Hop. Was it Hollywood? Yeah, Hollywood, where what is her name? Whatever her name is, but her mom exposed something that happened between her and somebody else, or allegedly happened or whatever. And I'm like, that's your daughter. If she tells you a secret, you're not supposed to tell the world. Like, you're crazy. Like, I would die if my mom's going around telling secrets. Like, that's crazy to me. But anyway, so let's spill the tea that's already been spilled all over the place. It was already spilled on Monday. So, on Wednesday, sorry. It's when the show aired. The 2nd of January. Happy New Year, everybody. JoJo is with Mr. One and Only. Grind on me. Love that. Pleasure P, y'all. Pleasure P from season 1. My lord. I can't, no comment on that. And another thing that happened within that talk, that table talk, Wu mentioned that her old manager is now Amara La Negra's new manager, and allegedly he may have given some ideas to Amara that was originally Miss Wu's. Allegedly. Now somebody brought up that Amara was in Gunplay's DMs and was flirting with, and then Wu mentioned that she may have been flirting, by asking certain funny questions to one of her ex-boos or whatever. So Miami Tip also was like, these women all of a sudden, like, y'all went from this, women empowerment to, oh, let me tell you about this dirt and that dirt. I got, like, you swear there was about 10,000 teas on that table, and they felt like they had to take each one to spill. And so the women empowerment kind of died quickly, but, for the moment it lasted, I was for it. But Miami Tip brings up JoJo's loyalty to her friends. Now, I understand where she's coming from, because I feel like if Prince has a problem with, what's his name? The other pretty boy. Trina's cousin. So you guys know the show, so you know what I mean. If Prince has a problem with Trina's cousin, then it would be kind of off and not a friend-like thing to talk about each other to each other. Like, so she felt like JoJo was mentioning things to Prince about Trina's cousin, and then she was mentioning things about to Trina's cousin about Prince. So it's like, when you do that type of stuff, even if she felt like anything I say, I can say it to you, her, I understand all that, but at the end of the day, you're kind of pitting people against people. Because if I never had a problem with you, but somebody's telling me, oh, she said you look whack when you wear this outfit or that hairstyle or this or that or that. So now all of a sudden I'm thinking I have beef with someone, and it may be not that serious. May have been something else and it was misunderstood. So I understand where Miami Tip's coming from. And another thing I applaud about Miami Tip, when she realized her blood and the blood pressure was going like this, she said, I gotta go. And I respect that about a woman. That lets me know you're not here to fight nobody. You're just here to speak your piece, have some fun on TV, and go about your life. And that's how you should live your life, ladies. Watch and learn. Now, let's move on to my favorite scene. My favorite scene would have to be JoJo's mom spilling the tea about her own daughter dating Pleasure P. Who are you dating? My daughter is dating Pleasure P. And then everybody was like, what? And then I remember Trina's other cousin, or family member, was like, which is I forgot her name, but it's Trick's either estranged wife or ex-wife. I don't know if they got divorced yet. She was like, oh, well, I don't really have a problem with y'all being together, but what about the people? I got a problem with the people around him, aka Shay. So that's how they kind of brought up Shay, and and JoJo felt like I'm not scared of Shay. I ain't got no problem with Shay, and I ain't got no loyalty to Shay because girl code. JoJo, do you know anything about girl code? Because right now you're looking like you don't know anything about girl code. You know nothing about friendship loyalties either. So it's like, who are you loyal to? Yourself, obviously. I get it, yourself. Now the worst scene, oh my goodness, for me there'll be two scenes, but let's start off with Trina. Okay, I'll put it this way. Yes, I'm a softie in the sense of I am super caring, and it's hard for me to watch people cry. Like that was hard. It was hard. Trina being a freaking celebrity or not, like that was just hard to see her. Just it was like you can tell it was just getting crazier and crazier, and then the producers had to go find her because they're hearing her screaming, and then at one point she started crying behind the scenes, and then now she was crying with the producer, and it was just too much crying. I just really felt for her that, because I understand personally how it feels to give to something and feel like, what do you get in the end, So, Miss Trina, this was one of the moments, the reason why for me it's not a good moment, it may have been too private, because her relationship with Trick is like, they've been cool for so many years. Like, we didn't need to, like, it felt like, as a Miami person, like I'm not in Miami, but I'm in South Florida. I live in one of the tri-counties. So as a person who lives in one of the tri-counties, like I know Trick and Trina my whole, most of my life. They're local celebrities to us. So it almost felt like we were seeing the downfall of Trick and Trina on TV, and it was I know it's probably inevitable because they're on the show together. So if they're going good, we're gonna see good. If they're going bad, we're gonna see bad. I understand that. I'm not slow to that. It's hard being a local fan of someone and they're going through these huge trials and tribulations within their friendship, within their business relationship. That's hard to see. So it was just personally for me, being a local fan, like that was like hard to see my Miami people go through it like that. And I really hope Trina and Trick, everything, I hope they're back together, just chilling like a villain. Now, unfortunately, Amara La Negra's mom's injury was like, what is this? Like, nobody warned me. I'm about to see an injury that looks crazy. Like, I could have been eating food. It was just, I felt so bad for her mom, but also it's like, even the image I have of it, I still kind of edited it. And I still, in the middle of the image, put warning, graphic image. Because I couldn't even show the whole thing. I'm not doing that on my page. Like, I'm just going to show the little amount of it. But I'm not showing, like, the full image. Like, that was really hard for anyone to watch. So that was also something I did not need. Nobody needed to see her actual injury. I think sometimes we go too far with the TV stuff. I understand you need ratings. I understand you need people talking like we're talking, but I didn't have to talk about that. That shouldn't have been something that was on the show. Now the character or the imagery that stole the show, I would definitely say seeing, Take It to the House. Seeing Take It to the House performance was everything for a local Floridian, South Floridian gal. Like, what? I wish I would see the entire thing. And they kind of cut some parts out. Like the beginning of the song, it was cut out. And they went straight to Trina's part. And then they went to Trick's part. And I was just like, my song. Let me just share some real quick, because I put this on my Brewed by Reanne Instagram. When the Democrats had taken over the House, I put this little thing together of like a short little clip of the Take It to the House music video from back in the days, and it was all in celebration of them taking over the House. So it's like there was a part in the song that says something about I wonder if it's the chorus part. Yeah, it's the chorus. It's like, and we them that's gonna make you get up out your seat and get down. So that part was like so ironically like perfect for what just happened with the Dems, So I was like, oh, let me put this as like a celebration, as a funny celebratory video. You don't have to be a Democrat to laugh at it. It was just a funny video and a funny play on words, you know. Oh, this is so cool. Take It to the House is the title of the freaking first episode. I'm hoping the rest of the episodes are just as fun. Because I really had fun with that performance, and seeing like the rest of the cast and the audience jamming, like getting their entire lives. Oh, you guys, that was everything. So anyways, question for substers. My Lord Gunplay, baby, it was so hard to see you cry. Like, it just made me think of when you have to tell a man that you no longer want to be with him, and you know you don't see those tears. Because for me, I don't think I've ever broken up with someone in person. I think it's all been over like the phone. So I don't think I've ever seen, you know, someone's reaction like that. You know what I mean? Like that was a bit much. And Gunplay, I hope you and Kiara figure it out, because I love y'all together. It's none of my business, but I love y'all together. I really do. Y'all got a really cute relationship. But my questions to the substers are, and subscribe, become a subster today. It's free. Do you think Kiara should give Gunplay another chance? And secondly, but not lastly, are you interested in the Trick and Trina TNT album? Those were my thoughts and opinions on Season 2, Episode 1. Let's go.